Hello, Hofstra. I'm Kayla McKechnie, and now in our conversation series with some of your favorite Pride athletes, past and present, is sophomore middle blocker for the Hofstra women's volleyball team, Athina Dimitriadis.
Hi.
So before we start, how are you? How are your first few days of classes?
Good so far. It's a little hard to understand the professors with a mask on,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
yeah, I'm definitely gonna get used to it. Other than
It's
that, it's good.
something. Yeah, it's something I think we're all gonna have to start
Yeah.
getting used to. So, you were born and raised in Greece. So what was that like growing up there?
It was amazing because my most of my family is in Greece, and the food is really nice. And we were going to the beach. Like my summer in Greece, the summer vacation is like 3 months from school because it's too hot to be in class in August. So that was amazing. We were constantly going to the beach, and yeah, I had a really nice time.
So you have one sibling, right?
hmm
How did
My
that affect your, upbringing and you as a person?
um my sister is my role model because she had to struggle with some health problems, and she came out of it stronger, and she's still fighting for it every day. And I don't know, I just love her so much, and I wouldn't know how my life would be without her.
Yeah, it's really awesome. So obviously we know that you play volleyball, but did you play any other sports before you decided to play volleyball?
Yeah, I played tennis before switching to volleyball, and I didn't want to play volleyball. I went to a basketball tryout, but then my dad kept pushing me in volleyball direction. So after that tryout, I don't know, I straight went to volleyball, and I don't regret it.
Yeah. So at 6'5", you're one of the tallest members of the Pride. Did you always know that you were going to be taller than most people, or did you just have like a growth spurt when you were growing up?
Yeah, I was always pretty tall. I was always the tallest in every class, and no, I don't know. As a baby, I was already big.
How
So,
was that though, being taller than everybody else and just kind of knowing?
um, I don't know. I mean, I got used to it. Back in Greece, it was worse because everyone there is so short. But in my family, my parents are pretty tall. And once I moved to Germany, it was much easier because everyone there is so tall. So I felt like normal. I was in this
Yeah, yeah.
I was in this bubble thinking, okay, I'm not that tall. And then when I went to the city, I was like, oh.
Yeah. It must
But
have given you like an advantage too growing up, like playing sports, like you mentioned you played tennis.
yeah, yeah, it did.
So then you started playing volleyball at the age of 12. What kind of inspired you to start playing? I think you kind of, mentioned your dad, but
hmm My mom actually played volleyball in Germany in the second highest league. So that was why my mom wanted me to play, and my dad wanted me to play volleyball because it's not a contact sport like basketball. So he just thought of it as a safer sport for me not to get hurt.
yeah. So you kind of also already mentioned this, but you played volleyball in Germany and then obviously here in America. So how was
hmm
that kind of adjusting to different cultures?
Um, well, from Greece to Germany, there were just I mean, it's European volleyball, so it was quite the same. Just a few tactic differences, I guess. And then coming to the US, it's I don't know, it's really different from Europe, but I don't know, it's much more fun because middles, like I'm a middle, we get so much more sets, and we have playing a big role of the team's offense. No, defense, sorry. Or it's been so long. Oh my god.
Yeah. So in Europe, does the middle not get as much kind of action as they do?
No,
Oh,
no.
really?
We
That's
we
really
o-
surprising.
yeah, we only get like 2, 3, or maximum 5 sets
Wow.
in a game, and I think here my maximum set was like 27,
Yeah.
which is
Yeah.
insane.
Definitely a big difference from five.
Yeah.
Was that kind of the only thing about the playing style that was different, or is there anything else from playing
Um,
in Europe from playing to here?
I feel like people here, like the American players, or they're just they're just going for every ball, you know. And then sometimes we get like insane points from a ball that we were like, and we still got it, you know. I mean, in
Yeah.
Germany, I don't know, we don't take it that much serious. We're like, oh, okay, I cannot get it, so I'm not really going for it. And here we're like, everyone goes for every ball, and then it's so much fun when
Yeah.
we get it and touch it and still continue to
Yeah.
play.
Definitely makes the games a lot more fun to watch when stuff like that happens. So, what had actually convinced you to come to Long Island and play for Hofstra, being in Europe?
So I wanted to study and play volleyball at the same time because I had the opportunity to play in Germany volleyball in the highest national division, but that's like a full-time job, so wouldn't really have time to study, and I just wanted to get my diploma first, and then after my graduation, still go for pro. And I decided to come to Hofstra because it has a Division 1 program, and I really, really liked Emily. I mean, I like her. And I also, Luisa Sidlik was a German setter last year, and she graduated from the school that I went in Germany.
Oh, okay.
So I talked to her, and she sounded really nice, and just the position of the location of Hofstra, like close to the city and close to the beach, those were important factors. And it has an amazing business program.
Yes, and that's what you're majoring in, correct?
Yeah.
Yeah, so it's cool. You get that kind of
Mm-hmm.
balance of both. Have you ever been to the city yet?
Yeah, we went last semester a couple of times, and I love it. I wish I could go now, but it's not safe enough yet.
Yeah. hmm So obviously being tall and is beneficial in a sport like volleyball, but do you have like struggles in your day-to-day life revolving that?
Yeah, in the plane. Because basically my life I don't know. I have to use the plane so many times just to get to Europe, and then switching from Germany and Greece, that's definitely a factor where I struggle with my legs.
Yeah, I can't even
Um,
imagine.
yeah, and then finding jeans is also really hard and annoying.
That's an everyday struggle,
Yeah.
truly. So,
Um, hmm?
I was gonna say, other than volleyball, what do you enjoy doing in your free time?
um, so my biggest hobby is collecting shells in Greece. I love that. And I'm really into music. I like singing, and I also play the flute. So those are the kind of things that I like to do. And here in my free time, I just FaceTime with my parents or hang out with my teammates.
Yeah, that's really cool. So last year was your first year playing for the Pride. Are there any moments during that season that kind of really stood out for you?
Um, yes, not. I mean, does it have to be during the season?
No,
Or
no.
okay, no. What I remember of last semester is in preseason. It was my first preseason ever, and it was so hard. And I remember we had team toughness, like a team conditioning strength practice, I guess, at the beach, and it was 5:30 in the morning, and we were all. I mean, no. Once we're done, it was like 8:30 a.m. or something like that, and we were all soaked in sweat. And I remember us running into the sea, and it was, I don't know, it was such an amazing moment because we were all so exhausted, and I was like, well, okay, this team is really going to be my family, and what we've been through, I don't know, for me it was so hard physically and mentally this practice, but I still remember it.
Yeah, that's really cool. So also, last year in your debut season, you were named to the CAA All Rookie team as well as the CAA Commissioner's Academic Honor Roll recipient. So how does it feel to just have so much success both on the court and off in only your first year?
It's amazing. And I don't know, I didn't expect that to happen, but I'm really glad and I really appreciate it.
So what are your goals for the coming season, whenever that may be, both for the team and just yourself as a player?
Um, so for the team, I would say to figure out a way how to communicate with each other when it's not going that well, and definitely get a better ranking than last season. And for myself, I want to improve my blocking and my attacking, of course, but more my blocking, and just grow up a little in some situations where where the team needs me. And I mean, yeah, I would say it like that. I think not think of myself when I mess up and like get frustrated, but instead like focus on the next play.
Yeah. So you kind of mentioned wanting to be a leader on the team. Has there been any player that has really been that leader and role model for you?
Yes, Laura Machulio from last semester and Luisa Sitlik. And I remember the first practice in spring after they both left, and I was like, whoa, I really miss them in practice. Just like their appearance, no, just
Presence?
their presence. Thank you. Their
Gotcha.
presence during practice. I miss them a lot, and I miss them right now, not hanging out. Even though Izzy she's still in New York, so I'm gonna see her soon. Hopefully.
Yeah. Do you still talk to them?
Yeah.
That's really cool. So before we go, I'd just like to ask you some rapid fire get to know you questions to get to know you as a person a little bit better. So what's your favorite meal?
It's a Greek lasagna that my grandma makes, pasticcio.
What's your favorite singer?
Shawn Mendes.
Oh, love Shawn Mendes. What's your favorite movie?
The Pirates of the Caribbean.
Do you have a favorite of that series or just the whole series?
I think the first one was amazing. I mean, everyone. No, I think the first one. Yeah.
Favorite TV show?
My favorite TV show. I think How I Met Your Mother.
Your favorite place you've ever traveled to?
My favorite place. I think I would say Rome.
Do you have any pet peeves? Like, what's your biggest pet peeve?
A peeve?
Yeah, pet peeve. It's like something that really bothers you.
Oh, okay. What really bothers me? I'm so sorry. I think, I don't know, ignored my texts.
Yeah,
I feel like
that's a big one. I know I have that too. So where's your favorite spot to hang out on campus?
On campus, my favorite spot is next to the field hockey field. It's just grass, but I like to sit there, especially on the mats that Hofstra gave us.
Yeah, those are big. They're big mats.
Yeah.
What's your favorite spot to hang out off campus?
Oh, plantains for sure. I love acai bowls. I just love them. It's my favorite thing about the US.
Do you have any superstitions or pregame rituals that you need to do before a game?
Yes, I have to put my knee pads and ankle braces on in a specific order.
Nice. You're the most memorable match so far of your career. It could either be Hofstra or back in Europe.
It was against Wilmington University, and I remember that I made it was in the fifth set, and I remember making the last two attacks.
That's always such a great feeling. I can't even imagine.
Yeah.
So, and finally, what advice would you give to an aspiring volleyball player?
Sorry, can I hear the question again?
Yeah, sure. What advice would you give to an aspiring volleyball player?
Okay. To always work hard and know when to tell your coach when you're hurting, and put the team first. Always put the team first.
Yeah, that's really awesome. So, Athina, thank you so much for taking the time to speak with me today. And I look forward to getting to watch you back on the court, hopefully at some point in the near future.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Have a great